Hi, I'm Nick Connor, and welcome to TeamBuilders Worldwide November and December video newsletter. We at our team would like to wish you all a very, very happy holiday season. Regardless of what you celebrate, we wish you a happy and healthy time of year. So enjoy yourselves. Come along with us for the final edition of the year, and of course, look forward to a lot of new stuff next year. Here we go. Hello and welcome back. A lot of you have reached out to us over the year and have asked us to elaborate on this whole issue of change. We started off actually the year talking about that, and so it's only appropriate that we end with it as well. We did talk about some of the dynamics of team development through change, but now a lot of you are saying, okay, that's fine, but we need our team to deal with change. How do we go about doing that? And the best way that we can really kind of elaborate on that is to actually show you an activity that we actually do with a lot of our clients. This activity is all about change. This activity is called Beyond the Box. Why do we call it Beyond the Box? Because in the face of change, you always hear folks say, we need to think outside the box. Let's go think outside the box. We should think outside the box. Well, I tell you what, I'm kind of tired of thinking outside the box. It's time we start acting beyond the box. So that's why we call this exercise Beyond the Box. All right, how's it set up? We actually have within the room, you have all your participants. Doesn't matter how many there are. It could be 10 people, it could be 100. But you've got all these boxes. It could be masking tape on the ground, whatever it is. But they are boxes of various sizes. So you've got these tape outlines all over the floor. So we've got all these boxes here. And the objective of Beyond the Box is every participant must have 2 feet within a box. Very simple concept. The thing that they need to understand, though, is that every round, change will occur. So what does that change? So we're looking at the group, and we've got about, let's say we got 30 people, and they're doing a great job. 2 feet in the box, 2 feet. You got one person way out here by themselves. I hate those silos. And then you've got folks over here that are working, but we got 2 feet in the box. So what happens? Change occurs. All right, okay, folks, looks good. Round 2. You have to move out of the box you're in. You have to go stand in another box. 2 feet in another box. Ready, go. So people move. Boom. Box goes away. Change occurs. All right, no problem. 2 feet in a box. We're looking good. Round 3. Folks move. They go into a new box. Another box disappears. Then we do this for round 4, round 5. We keep doing this. Round 6, 7, and eventually all we've got is 2 boxes left at the very end. It's very interesting here because one box clearly is large enough for the whole group to stand in. One box is not. It's about large enough for half the group to stand in. Well, guess which box goes away? You guessed it. It's the box which is large enough for the whole group. Oh no, what do we do? So it's neat to watch folks as they try to solve this. And how do you think folks try to solve this? Yeah, they go back the way they did the first 9 rounds. So all these people are trying to wedge themselves into the 2 feet into this box. It's not going to work, folks. Do the math. Finally, someone goes, wait a minute. 2 feet in the box. You see one person actually sits down. The rest of the folks catch on. This is great. Everyone starts sitting down with their feet in the box. Well, guess what? Now 30 people can fit in this box with 2 feet in the box. Let's talk about the debrief on this. First thing we'd like to talk about with the group. What did it look like in the early stages of this activity? It's really neat to hear the responses. Folks will say, well, in the early stages, it was every person for themselves. I mean, we were scattered all over the place. We were running. I even had folks that would come near a box and go, whoa, 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 my box. You need to go. And so folks got very protective. We operated in silos. Now also, the question we asked the group, what do you think? Did you act reactively or were you proactive? Folks said, no, we were very reactive. Boxes would move and close and we'd run and say, oh, I can't go to that box? Okay, I gotta go to this box. So they start to react, hoping that they would find a box. And folks, as we all know, hope is not a plan. So we got very reactive. Now let's talk about as things went on. The activity went on, boxes went away, what happened? Folks started to get more collaborative. You start to see folks actually talking to each other. Reactive or proactive? Folks will say, we got a little bit more proactive. All of a sudden, we're sitting with each other and we're saying, I think that's the next box we should go to. They started communicating. Proactive, coming up with a plan. Now, here's a very interesting dynamic. What happened with the very last box? Well, the solution was extremely different than the first 9 rounds. So we're talking about change. Change is not about doing more with less. Let's do the math on that, folks. There's only so many hours in a day, so many days in a year. You can't do it. This activity with Beyond the Box is about doing different to do more. And that's what we're talking about in the face of change. Our plates get full. They get more full. They get more full. We can't do it the way we always did it. It's interesting, though. They sure tried. Folks tried to step in there just like they did the first 9 rounds. Why? Because very often in change, we look over our shoulder and say, how did we do it before? The reality is in change, you probably can't do it the way you did it before. We have to find a way to do different to accomplish more. Now the beauty of this is even though folks sat around here, there's still room for folks to stand in here as well. So some of the stuff that we did can be applicable to the future. But at the end of the day, Beyond the Box is about doing different to do more, especially in the face of change. We hope this information is helpful. You're welcome to call or email us anytime you want with further questions. Remember, if you're only using this information once, it's been stealing. If you use it more than once, it's been research. Wish you the best of luck and happy holidays. Happy New Year. See you next year.